Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly.
You are looking at the closest thing to heaven here on earth, and that is a softball field.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clarks. Ashland Credit Union is proud to offer 10 $1,000 scholarships to empower students taking the next steps on their journey. See website for more details or email scholarships@ashlandcu.org for more information.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan home at Big Sandy Superstore.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
Good evening and welcome to MyTown TV's coverage of Rowan County Lady Vikings softball, fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop and brought to you by UK St. Clair Medical Center and Big Sandy Superstores. I'm Nathan River, and folks, you are looking at the next thing on earth, next thing close to heaven on earth, and that is a high school softball field. Tonight we have a 16th Region Showdown, where the Lady Lions from Boyd County have traveled down I-64 to meet up with the Rowan County Lady Vikings. These two teams were voted by coaches to be in the top 5 of the region. The Lady Lions are hoping to take back the 16th Region crown after Rowan took it last season. Rowan won the 16th Region in 2023. So these two teams represent the last 3 16th Region champions. This should be a good one. We're going to talk a little bit about Boyd County. Lance Caesar's 3-1 squad comes in here after a heartbreaking loss last night to East Carter in Grayson. The Lady Lions jumped ahead 2-1 after the first inning and had a big 4-run second to make it 6-1. But that was all the offense the Lady Lions could muster, as East Carter was able to chip away at the lead with 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th to come away with the 7-6 victory. The Lady Lions are dealing with the loss of their ace pitcher and big-time offensive threat, Elin Simpkins, who will be out the entire season due to injury. The Lady Lions possess an absolutely potent offense, anchored by Marshall University commit senior J.C. Goad, who is the all-time Boyd County home run hitter. She is hitting right now at a blistering .727, going 8 for 11 so far on the season with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Junior Savannah Henderson and sophomore Brooklyn Jacobs are also hitting the ball well, going 5 for 10 and 5 for 12. One of the things Boyd County has not done much of, and that is strike out. They only have 8 strikeouts out of 91 at-bats. Pitching-wise, with the injury to Elin Simpkins, the duty will fall to Layson Black and Brooklyn Jacobs. Layson herself is just coming off an injury, and I don't believe she's at full strength yet. Brooklyn Jacobs has pitched really well so far early in this season. She is 3-1 with an ERA of 3.97. McKinley Corey has also been pressed into action due to the injuries of Simpkins and Black. The 8th grader has pitched well and is posting a 1.91 ERA in 7.1 innings pitched. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will talk about the Rowan County Lady Vikings. You are watching Lady Viking softball right here on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the care you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
I'm David Salisbury, your current District 1 County Commissioner, and I ask for your support in the May 19th primary. Our physical court has driven economic growth through tourism, bringing new opportunities and investment to our community. From the new racetrack to our new 100,000 square foot sports complex, not to mention hosting 2 of the top 5 concerts in Kentucky, Rock the Country and Healing Appalachia. I am your 24/7 commissioner working for you every day. Humbly, I ask for your vote on the May 19th primary. Proven results, steady leadership, and continued success.
I'm Jamie Reese, your Boyd County Sheriff, and on May the 19th, I respectfully ask for your vote because protecting your families is not political, it's personal.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh. Put your phone.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Welcome back to MyTown TV's coverage of Lady Viking softball. I'm Nathan River. The Lady Vikings look to continue their winning ways as they were able to knock off district foes, the Lady Cats of Menifee County, by a score of 15-0 in 3 innings. Everyone in the lineup contributed, with Shaylin Sturgis hitting 3 RBIs and scoring twice. Morehead State commit Lauren Eastham hit her first home run of the season and had 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored in her effort. Midway commit pitcher Cassie Perkins didn't pitch, but did hit and went 1 for 2 with an RBI. 7th grader Kelsey Pennington got her first start and went 3 innings, giving up no runs on 1 hit. She also had 6 strikeouts to 0 walks. After a rough start to the season, the Lady Vikings seem to be starting to find themselves, winning 3 in a row. Junior Shaylin Sturgis is leading the way with 6 hits and 12 at-bats. Not far behind her is Lauren Eastham and Shelby Likens with 6 hits and 15 at-bats and 6 hits and 17 at-bats respectively. On the pitching side, Cassie Perkins has been getting the majority of the work. She's so far in 21.2 innings, she sports a 2-2 record with a 2.58 ERA. She has struck out 28 while only walking 3. The aforementioned Pennington has pitched the remaining 5.1 innings. She is 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA. She has 6 strikeouts and 3 walks. We're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch. You're watching Lady Viking softball right here on MyTown TV.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community, someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Bong, bing, boom, bing, bong, boom, bing, bong, bingly, bongly, boom. Brilliant. Bong, bing, boom, bing, bong, boom, bing, bong, bingly, bongly, boom.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Did you know that teens can have their own debit cards at the Citizens Bank? Teach them independence while you stay in control. Ask about teen debit cards today. The Citizens Bank, committed to our community since 1928.
Thinking about what's next after high school? Ashland Community and Technical College offers medical assisting, business administration, computer-aided drafting and design, college transfer, and more. Learn more at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back to Viking Hill on the campus of Rowan County Senior High School, where the Boyd County Lady Lions have traveled up here to face the Rowan County Lady Vikings. Starting lineups look like this. First for Boyd County, leading off a junior, number 4, third baseman, Savannah Henderson. Batting second, a freshman, 00, playing second base, Jaden Goad. Batting third, number 11, a senior, JC Goad, and she'll be playing shortstop. Batting cleanup, number 33, a sophomore, and she'll be in the circle, Brooke Jacobs. Batting fifth, a junior, number 3, Grace Stevens, and she'll be manning center field. Batting sixth, a senior, and playing right field, number 16, Taylor Culp. Batting seventh, a sophomore, number 14, Emily Bush, and she'll be at first base. Batting eighth, number 43, Layson Black, and she will be in the DP spot. And batting ninth, a junior, number 24, Reagan Robbins, and she'll be in left field, and in the flex position and catching, number 10, freshman Kaylee May. We are about underway, and here is the first pitch by Cassie Perkins. That ball is pounded to the third baseman, Kelby Ford. She'll throw on to first, but it will pull the first baseman, Shayla Sturgis, and that'll result in a runner on first. An auspicious start for the Lady Vikings. That'll bring up the freshman, 00, Jaden Goad. She is a freshman and is hitting .250 on the year. Savannah Henderson, who is now at first, was batting .500. We'll go down a little bit there, as that play should have probably been made. We are in the top of the first, nobody out, runner on first. And that pitch misses outside for ball one. Overcast day here, but the wind is blowing a little bit, probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. A little bit out towards right center field, towards the baseball field. That may have an influence on some of these softballs if it gets up into the jet stream. Second pitch, a changeup is missed. Throw down to second, and safe is the call for Savannah Henderson. Good throw there by Lauren Eastham, but barely not in time. So that'll put a runner on second base for Boyd County. Little conversation between Caitlin Muncie and the second base umpire. Your umpires for today, did not mention that, is Kevin Hendrickson and Eric Clark. So Jaden Goad will step in with a runner in scoring position. That ball misses. Must have been low. It looked, from my position, I am literally right behind the plate. It caught the plate. It just may not have had the altitude. But a 3-0 count now for Jaden Goad, the freshman. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Rowan County, the infield way in on the corners. That ball's actually hit the second base bag. Here comes Henderson, throw to the plate, and she is safe. And Goad will end up at second on the throw. So give Goad a single to, I'll call it center field, although it didn't actually get to the grass, I don't believe. It hit the bag and just bounced up. But that'll bring up Boyd County's by far most dangerous hitter, the Boyd County all-time leader in home runs in J.C. Goad. And she is hitting .727 this season. That curveball bends on the outside corner for strike one. That's the first curveball I've seen from Perkins. Goad is a very dangerous hitter. Here's 0-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And Goad falls to 0-2. Most of y'all out there listening probably know that, of course, I went to school here in Rowan County, but I currently am the assistant principal at Boyd County, and most of these girls on the Boyd County side, I coach them. That ball is ripped to left field, and that ball is to the fence, and it's going to be over. Home run for J.C. Goad. She adds to her all-time home run leader. And Boyd County very quickly is up 3-0.
How batting for Boyd, number 33, Brooke Jacobs.
I thought the left fielder, Miley Littleton, might have had a chance. She was measuring it up and was just out of her reach. That would have been an amazing catch. So that'll bring up Brooklyn Jacobs, the pitcher. She's hitting .417 on this young season. That ball is hit over the second baseman. It will be picked up by the right fielder, Audrey Clay. And the hit parade continues for Boyd County. And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 3, Grace Stevens.
Number 3, Grace Stevens.
Grace is a junior. There is a pinch runner, number 20. I did not see who that. I don't have a number for her. When I got the email from Lance, it did not have all of the numbers on it. I'm too far away to see if I can recognize who it is. That is McKinley Corey. I believe so. So Grace Stevens in there. Grace has some speed on the base paths. That changeup catches the outside corner. And Perkins gets ahead 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Throw down to first and goes into right field. But Corey, now she takes off. Here's a throw on to second, and it is cut off by Shelby Likens. So give McKinley Corey a stolen base on the well, that would probably actually be a throwing error on the catcher. So Corey will actually go to second on the throwing error by Eastham. That pitch is driven out of play off to the left side towards the road. And Perkins is still way ahead, 0-2. No outs in the inning, 3 runners in. One of them on the hit by Jaden Goad. And then both Goad scored on J.C. Goad's 2-run home run to left field. And that is the scoring we have so far. Cassie Perkins with that fastball inside. She's still ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grace Stevens. Here's the 1-2. Hit foul down the third baseline. Ford kills it. And we'll send everybody back and do it over again. Stevens, when she was in 7th grade, went through about a 10-game stretch where she was hitting .750. Of course, that was in JV. Here's the one. That ball's popped up to the second baseman. Shelby Likens squeezes it for out number 1. Taylor Culp will now come in, the senior right fielder. When I did my stats this morning, the Boyd County had not updated from the game from East. That ball's fouled back. I have her as hitting .444, but my radio counterpart over there, Randy Stacy, said she was hitting over .500. So his is probably correct. He probably looked at it after the update, and I looked at it before the update. Randy Stacy, the voice of the Vikings over on WIVY. Count is 1-1. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. And Perkins falls behind 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses high and out. And now Perkins is falling behind 3-1. And she misses outside for ball 4. It looked outside, but the umpire, instead of not really saying anything, he'll actually say something, and it tricks me sometimes. So that'll bring up Emily Bush, the sophomore, number 14. She is playing first base today. She can also catch and is also the Lady Line goalie. She pops that one up out of play. And our home plate umpire is out of softballs. So again, Cassie Perkins gets ahead. She's gotten ahead the last 3 or 4 batters. Just has only been able to 1 out to speak of. That pitch is popped straight back again, out of play. Brown County defense, the corners are playing even with the bag. And we are out of softballs again. Yeah, we got one in play. So Bush is now down 0-2. Runners on first and second. Ball misses in. Again, we are in the bottom of the first inning. 3 runs in so far for the Lady Lions. There's a changeup, hit towards the second baseman. She dives, knocks it down, is able to get it out of her bag out of her glove for the force out. Good play there by Shelby Likens. And that is the second out of the inning. That'll put runners on the corners. Give Emily a fielder's choice to second base.
That'll bring number 43, Layson Black, to the plate.
And that'll bring up the very dangerous Layson Black. Black is a sophomore, and when she was in Little League, actually won the Little League Home Run Derby. She went to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and competed. Pitch is hit to third, fielded by Ford, and Ford comes home and will not get an out. Better play there probably would have been to go to first base. But that'll load the bases. We'll give Layson Black a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up the 9th hitter of this inning, left fielder junior Reagan Robbins.
Right fielder, or the left fielder, number 24, Reagan Robbins.
So bases juiced. Here comes a pitch from Perkins, and she catches the outside corner for strike one. Of course, Ford just finished a couple weeks ago playing basketball for these Lady Vikings. Here comes the 0-1. Tapped foul right at the feet of the catcher, Lauren Eastham. So again, Cassie Perkins, the Midway College commit, jumps ahead of another batter, 0-2. And you all saw the umpire walk that ball out there. Usually you'll see that when a foul ball hits a catcher. And it's just the umpire's way of letting the catcher kind of get their scruples about themselves. And a lot of times you'll see that the catcher will do the same thing for an umpire. Here's the 0-2. Ball is ripped to left field. Back on it is Littleton, and she makes the catch for out number 3. But the Lady Lions were able to dent the plate. 3 runs on 2 hits. 3 left on, and 1 error. After a half an inning, it is Boyd County 3, Rowan County coming to bat. We'll be back. This is MyTown TV.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
Did you know that teens can have their own debit cards at the Citizens Bank? Teach them independence while you stay in control. Ask about teen debit cards today. The Citizens Bank, committed to our community since 1928.
Welcome back to MyTown TV's coverage of Rowan County softball. Rowan County now getting ready to get their first at-bat. The Rowan County lineup looks like this. It'll be Kelby leading off. Will be Kelby Ford. Batting second is Shelby Likens. Batting third is Lauren Eastham. Batting cleanup, Cassie Perkins. Batting fifth is Riley Howard. Batting sixth, Shaylin Sturgis. Batting seventh is Kaylee Littleton. Batting eighth is Audrey Clay. And batting ninth is Michaela Hughes. Here's the first pitch to Ford, and that is outside. And that is a pitch that Perkins hit quite a bit and was not getting that call. So umpire at least seems to be calling the zone both ways early on. Here's the 1-0. The ball is ripped to center field, but it'll be run down by Grace Stevens on the warning track for out number 1.
Number 5, Shelby Likens.
Shelby Likens will step in now, the freshman. She's hitting .353 on the season. The defense for the Lady Lions looks like this, going around the horn from left to right. Savannah Henderson. As that ball misses. Savannah Henderson at third, J.C. Goad at second, J.C. Goad at short, Jaden Goad at second, Emily Bush at first, and from left to right in the outfield, Reagan Robbins, Grace Stevens, and Taylor Culp. And your battery, as that pitch catches the outside corner, Brooke Jacobs in the circle and Kaylee May behind the plate. Jacobs evens the count at 1-1. Shelby Likens fought that one off, got right in on her hands, did Jacobs. And Jacobs gets ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ball up high, 2-2. Ball misses low. And Likens gets ahead. Doesn't get ahead, but he evens the count up at 3-2. And here comes the payoff pitch from Brooklyn Jacobs. In the dirt, or down low for ball 4. So Rowan County has their first runner of the ball game. And that'll bring up the Morehead State University commit, senior Lauren Eastham. She is hitting .400 on the season. Another one that just got finished playing basketball a few weeks ago. Ball gets the inside corner of the plate. Jacobs gets ahead 0-1. And Likens over at first, courtesy of the base on balls. The ball is ripped to center field, and that's going to be gone. Lauren Eastham with her second home run of the season. And just like that, Rowan County pulls itself to within 1. I'll tell you what, that ball was tattooed. It did not get probably more than 25 feet off the ground as it went out. So after 3 batters, Boyd County pulls within 3-2. Rowan County is actually fairly lucky to only give up 3 runs after Boyd County batted around in that top of the first. So that'll bring up cleanup hitter Cassie Perkins. She's hitting .357. That ball misses inside. The question before the game with us in the press box is whether this is going to be a high or low scoring game. Here's a ball ripped right past the second baseman, Jaden Goad, and into center field for a base hit. So now the tying runner is on with just 1 out. JC go checking on her sister, Jaden. And that'll bring up number 30, the center fielder, Riley Howard. She's hitting .556 on the season, is the senior. Was there a courtesy runner? I didn't. No courtesy runner for the pitcher, at least as of yet. So that is Perkins still over there on first base as Jacobs finds the zone with that fastball. Here's the 0-1. Ball's hit to Goad. Goad will go to Goad and go over to first and will not be in time. I think the speed of Howard is what kept that from being a double play. And that is the second out of the ball game. That'll bring up junior number 13, Jalen Sturgis, the first baseman. She's hitting .500 on the season. That ball gets the inside corner. Ball misses low. That'll leave the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Riley Howard over there at first, representing the tying run. Of course, it is early, just the bottom of the first. Ball's hit to the first baseman, and she misses it. It is a fair ball. The batter runner stops. Now the runner comes home. Does Howard on the indecision by the Boyd County defense. And Rowan County has tied this ball game up 3-3. That was a shot down the first base line to Bush. Bush unable to handle it. She touched it in fair territory. And then after it popped out of her glove, it went foul. So it is a fair ball. And as that ball misses, as I was saying earlier, we were in the press box talking whether this is going to be a high-scoring game or low-scoring game. My vote was high. Jack Hughes, who's running the scoreboard and the stats, said he thought it was going to be low. I think my prediction's looking pretty good right now. Played football with Jack. Yeah, way back in the 1900s. There you go. Here's the 1-1. The ball's ripped to center field. Stevens corrals it in. And that'll be it for the Lady Vikings. But the Lady Vikings pull even. 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 runners left on. After 1, it is Rowan County 3, Boyd County 3. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him. You can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return. Refresh. Fuel. Clarks.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Welcome back. Cassie Perkins gets ready to begin her second inning of work, and she will see the top of the lineup for the Lady Lions as they batted around their first time up. Again, Lady Vikings, lucky they only scored 3 after they left the bases loaded. That first pitch misses low. Perkins gets ready to deliver her 1-0 pitch as she gets the sign from head coach Caitlin Muncie. Here's the pitch. Misses low again for ball 2. Again, very dangerous top 5 or 6 of the lineup. And like I said, Emily Bush is also hitting .500. Comes the 2-0. Catches the low outside corner for strike 1. Good pitch there by Perkins. Perkins can move the ball around. Throws a lot of change-ups and curveballs. Here's the 2-1. That was one of those change-ups, and that misses. I couldn't tell if that was low or high. Again, it got the heart of the plate. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. And that'll miss outside for ball 4. So Savannah Henderson will be on for the second time tonight without the courtesy of a hit. She reached on an error her first time up and now has been walked. And that'll bring up Jaden Goad, the lefty freshman, hit a single to center field her first time up. First 3 hitters for Boyd County do have a lot of speed. Goad can both slap and hit. Of course, because of that, you see, well, it's not on your screen, just barely, but Kelby Ford is just off the screen to the left, really close, and there's a slap bunt attempt foul. And that'll even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kelby Ford is about 5 feet off the line and probably even with the pitcher by the time the pitcher gets done with her windup. Shaylin over at first as that changeup catches the outside corner. And Perkins gets ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shaylin Perkins over at first is not quite that far up. Actually, she steps back now almost even with the bag. Ford steps back now probably 3 feet than where she was. Here's the 1-2. That ball is poked foul out of play. Henderson will go back to first base, and we'll do it all over again. Here's the 1-2 from Perkins. Slapped right over the shortstop third baseman hole. We call that the 5-6 hole. And we'll hit just on the inside of the outfield grass, roll into the outfield for a base hit. So that is Jaden Goad's second base hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up the home run threat, J.C. Goad. She hit a home run that just barely cleared the outstretched glove of left fielder Kaylee Littleton, her first time up. First pitch, and that ball is popped straight back. Goad scored her sister on that home run back in the first. Here comes the 0-1 from Perkins. Ball is ripped to the third baseman. Ford catches it and is able to double off Henderson for a double play. Hard hit ball by Goad to the third baseman, Ford. She catches it and is able to rifle to the second baseman, Shelby Likens, to double off Henderson.
Number 33, Brooke Jacobs.
So now, quickly, there's 2 down now for the Lady Lions. Brooklyn Jacobs will step up. She had a base hit to left field her first time up. That ball gets the top of the zone for strike number 1. Goad stung the ball, but right to Ford. Here's the 0-1 to Jacobs. That ball is fouled up out of play. And Perkins is ahead quickly, 0-2. Top of the second, tie ball game, 3-3. Runner on first, 0-2 count on the cleanup hitter, Jacobs, with 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it to stay alive, did Jacobs. Good piece of hitting there by Brooklyn just to stay alive. So we'll go back and do it over again. Ball runner goes, and there's nobody at second base. Ball goes into center field, and that'll be a stolen base for Jaden Goad. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball gets behind Eastham, and that'll allow Goad to go to third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Go-ahead run is now at third base with 2 outs. Jacobs already has 1 hit today to left field. Left fielder playing about 7 feet in front of the warning track. Pretty deep. Here's the 2-2. And must have been low. It caught plenty of plate. It is now a 3-2 count. I think Cassie Perkins really wanted that pitch. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 3. So no runs on 1 hit. 1 runner left on. And we go to the bottom of the second. Tie ball game, 3-3. We'll be back. This is MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughter.
Welcome back. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Tie ball game, 3-3. Jacobs goes back out for her second inning of work. And she will face Audrey Clay, Michaela Hughes, and then back to the top of the order, Kelby Ford. Audrey Clay steps in. She does not have a hit yet on the season. Of course, it's still early. And that pitch misses inside. Comes the 1-0. And that one's right down Broadway for strike one. Here's the 1-1. Ball is lifted to the second baseman. Turns and goes and makes the, it wasn't even over the shoulder. It was way off of her body. Nice catch out there by Jaden Goad for out number one. That'll bring up Michaela Hughes. The senior's hitting .273. Is a shortstop. That pitch is way outside for ball one. Boyd County defense. Henderson at third is even with the bag, and Bush is playing about a couple steps in front of it. That pitch is right down the middle for strike two. I'm sorry, strike one, excuse me. So 1-1 count on Hughes. Inside. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1. Lifted high to the right and out of play. And that'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boyd County outfield playing what I would call probably a 2.5 technique. If that ball is low, when I coached, I would tell my outfielders a number, and that corresponded with depth. 1 would be, not too awful far behind the dirt grass cut. 2 would be slap in the middle. 3 would be deep. Here's a hard hit ground ball in the 5-6 hole. And that'll be a single for Michaela Hughes.
That'll bring Kelby Ford back to the plate.
And Brown County will turn the lineup over. Leadoff hitter Kelby Ford now steps in. She hit a deep fly ball to the center fielder her first time up. Kelby hitting .200 before this game on the season. Here's the pitch. Ball catches the inside corner. And Ford falls behind 0-1. Hughes at first, 1 out. Tie game, 3-3. Here it comes. That'll even it up. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. High. 2-1. Jacobs will at times, and I know this just because I coached her head sometimes will kind of lean out over her body a bit. And when she does that, she tends to lose a little bit of control. She is best when she's more straight up and down. Here's the 2-1. That one's over Kelby's head. That'll allow Hughes to go on to second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Kelby Ford because of that wild pitch. Again, top of the order now for Rowan County with a chance for Ford for the base hit Here's a ball hit to the shortstop. Goad Fields goes on to Bush at first. That will allow the runner Hughes to make it to third. As the second out of the inning, and bring up Shelby Likens. Likens walked her first time up.
Number 5, Shelby Likens to the plate.
And Likens hitting .353 on the season. Hughes at third. Here's the pitch. A little half swing for strike one. Boyd County defense straight up. Swing and a miss for strike two. Likens takes a couple swings and steps back in. He's a little behind that one. Here's the 0-2, way outside. Jacobs still ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Likens looks at her sleeve, approaches the rubber, comes plateward. Popped out of play, back towards us. One ball, 2 strikes. As Goad says something to her hurler. Here comes the 1-2. Outside. Evens the count up at 2-2. Is it me or does it feel like it's getting warmer in here? I don't know if it's because they're cooking underneath of this or if it's getting warmer outside. Here's the pitch. Misses high. 3-2. Could just be I've been in here for about an hour and it's just naturally heating up, ain't that right? Yeah, there's a lot of hot air in this room, that's right. Brooklyn Jacobs will not pitch as Likens asked for time and has granted it. Now we're ready. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Or it was fouled. It must have been fouled because there was 2 strikes. I'm pretty sure Muncie has drilled into these girls on a swing and a miss, strike 3. Make sure you look behind you in case that catcher drops it. So we'll do it over again. It looked like a little rise ball from Jacobs. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll do it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. We go to the third, still tied 3-3. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Welcome back. We begin the third inning. Boyd County will send up Grace Stevens, Taylor Culp, and Emily Bush, and if anybody gets on, Layson Black. Stevens steps in. She popped out to the second baseman, her first time up. Here's the first pitch from Perkins. Changeup goes over and around the zone. It's one thing these Rowan County pitchers have always had, as long as I've been watching this program, is pitchers who can move the ball. Grace showed bunt. I don't know if I guess she brought it back. Umpire did not give a strike signal. And Stevens gets ahead 2-0. Comes a 2-0 pitch. And that ball is up, make it 3-0. Perkins walked the leadoff hitter at the top of the second as that pitch catches the outside corner. Stevens still ahead 3-1. Stevens has some pop and some speed. 3-1, rip in the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit. And that'll bring up Taylor Culp.
Number 16, Taylor
Again, Culp hitting .444 on the season. Is the senior right fielder. She walked her last time up. Good speed over at first base for Boyd County. Here's the pitch. Ball is fouled up out of play. And Perkins gets ahead quickly, 0-1. Ford at third base is about 6 feet in front of the bag. And Likens at first is about 3 feet in front of the bag. Actually, her back foot is even. Here's the pitch, and that is lifted into right field, foul down the right field line, and goes into the tarp and through the tarp and out the other side. Could not have placed that any better. Perkins now ahead 0-2. Here's a 0-2 to Culp. Fouled back off the backstop. Three ball game. Here's the runner bluffed going, and Culp will swing and a miss for the first out of the ball game. I'm sorry, of the inning.
Number 14, Emily Bush to the plate for Boyd County.
That is the second strikeout for Perkins, and that'll bring up Emily Bush. She hit into a fielder's choice to second base, her first time up. Pitch is popped up on the infield. Hughes calls for it, and it is bumped. The runner does not go, and we're going to end up with a force out at second. So that'll go down as a 6-4 fielder's choice. And now with 2 outs, that'll be Layson Black will hit. Layson hit into a fielder's choice, her first time up to the third baseman. That was the one where I think we had runners at first and second, and she hit a hot shot down to third, and Ford ended up coming home instead of going to first and ended up not being able to get an out. Pitch from Perkins is up high. As I mentioned in the pregame, Black herself is coming off an ankle injury. She was just cleared to pitch, I believe, Friday last week. So she is still trying to work her way back. I think Coach Caesar had said she pitched a third of an inning last night. That changeup is lifted to left field. It's going back, but it is caught in left field by Kaylee Littleton on the warning track. Nice catch out there by the Rowan County left fielder, going back behind her. And that's the third out of the inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left on. We go to the bottom of the third. You're watching MyTown TV.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the care you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
When life throws you a full court press, Ashland Community and Technical College helps you break through. This is your comeback. Get in the game at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back as Rowan County gets their third time at bat. Brooklyn Jacobs in the circle will be greeted by Lauren Eastham, Cassie Perkins, and Riley Howard. Jacobs misses way outside on her first pitch to get behind 1-0. Eastham absolutely tattooed a ball to center field her first time up over the fence. That ball is cue ball to the second baseman Goad. She fields, tosses on to Bush for out number one. Changeup may have fooled Eastham just a bit.
That'll bring number 15, Cassie Perkins, up to the plate.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, Cassie Perkins. She hit a line shot just past the second baseman her first time up. Pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, Jack, it looks like it's still up in the air whether it's going to be going to be a high scoring, low scoring. After the first inning, looks like we're going to have a lot of runs scored. Bats have slowed down a bit. Here comes the 1-1. Ball is lifted over the second baseman, but right at the right fielder, Taylor Culp. And she gathers it in for out number 2.
Next for the Lady Vikings, number 30, Riley Howard.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 30, senior Riley Howard. Howard hit into a fielder's choice to second base her first time up. Two outs in the inning. Here's the pitch from Jacobs, and that misses high for ball 1. And that pitch hits the top of the zone to even the count up at a ball and a strike. Bush over at first base is playing just slightly in front of the bag, and Henderson starts even with the bag and moves towards the plate on each pitch as that ball is fouled off out of play. And Jacobs is ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Fouled up, and it will make it out of play. Bush and Goad giving chase. So we'll do it over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball is outside, maybe a bit low as well. And that'll even it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Howard steps back in. Howard rips that to center field for a base hit. Stevens gathers it in and gets it into the infield, but not before Riley Howard gets her first hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Shaylin Sturgis. She hit a shot down the first baseline right off of the first baseman's glove. Emily Bush, her first time up. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Brooklyn Jacobs gets ahead 0-1. Oh, 1 is hit to the second baseman, Goad. She will gather it in and go to first. And that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We head to the 4th. You're watching Brown County Softball right here on MyTown TV.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
Whoa, whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clark's number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him. You can't guard him from Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Sports.
Welcome back. We are now into the 4th inning in a 3-3 ball game. This game turning out to be a pretty tight one. All of the fireworks came in the first inning. A home run, 2-run home run by J.C. Goad, and then a 2-run home run by Lauren Eastham. Here's the first pitch from Perkins to Reagan Robbins. Perkins will see the 9-1-2 hitters this inning. And if anybody gets on Jaden Goad, Robbins hit a long fly ball to left field where Kaylee Littleton made a great catch over the shoulder on the warning track. Here's the pitch from Perkins, a changeup that misses high. I think she's holding on to that changeup just a hair too long. It's got movement, but it's just staying up. I think it's starting up and just is not making it back down. Here's the 2-0. That fastball gets the inside corner. Two-one count. Perkins gets the sign from the dugout and now pours plateward in the dirt. Looked like a drop ball. Perkins now falls behind 3-1. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul down the third baseline, fielded by Boyd County head coach Lance Caesar on the backhand. Showing off his old Morehead State baseball days. But that'll run the count full on Robbins. Robbins swinging a miss for strike 3 on the changeup. That is the third strikeout of the game for Perkins, but that'll turn the lineup over, and Savannah Henderson will get her third crack at Cassie Perkins. She reached on an error in the first and walked in the second. Here's the pitch. Ball is lifted high. Here comes the center fielder. Second baseman calls for it. And Shelby Likens, the second baseman, able to haul it in. And that is the second out. And that'll bring up the speedy slap hitter, Jaden Goad. Goad reached his 2 hits on the game, a single to center, and a single, or that's a double down in the 5-6 hole. And she will slap that one foul. I wrote it down as a double, but I thought that was a single. Yeah, her last time up. Yeah. So she had a single in the 5-6 hole her last time up. Here's the 0-1. Ball's hit to the second baseman. Takes a bad hop on Likens. Ball come up, hit her in the mask. I think she's all right. That hit something funny down there. I think the consensus in here is that it would be a base hit. I don't think the only other thing that Likens could have done there, she kind of stopped. She might have been able to charge that, cut down on the possibility of a funny hop. But hindsight's 20/20, and that'll bring up the dangerous J.C. Goad. Hit a 2-run home run her first time up, and pops this one up on the infield. It's out of play. And then lined into a 5-4 double play. Ripped the ball down the line, caught by Ford, and was able to double off the runner at first. At second. 1 on, 2 down. That pitch is in the dirt. Throw on to first. Not in time. But that'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Always better to face Goad with nobody on because she can deposit it over the fence. Jaden at first, JC at the plate. Here's a pitch. That ball is lifted up out of play, foul down the left field line. And Goad is now down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perkins looks in for the sign into the dugout. Checks her armband and toes the rubber. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It is inside, ripped foul off the facing of the dugout. And we will turn around and do it again. Goad was all over that pitch. Runner on first, 2 out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Boyd County's leading home run hitter. That is hit hard into the dirt, fielded by Hughes, but does not have a play. She fielded that so deep into the hole, I don't know if she would have had a play anywhere, as both Goads have quite a bit of speed. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brooklyn Johnson, or Jacobs. Check that. She had as a single to left in the first and struck out in the second. But 2 runners on now for the Lady Lions as they look to add to their 3 runs. And Jacobs looks to help her own cause. And here's a pop-up foul. It looks to be in play and is caught by Lauren Eastham for out number 3. So no runs on 2 hits. No errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching MyTown TV.
Ashland Credit Union is proud to offer 10 $1,000 scholarships to empower students taking the next steps on their journey. See website for more details or email scholarships@ashlandcu.org for more information.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Cycling with my wife was a lifestyle for me. The more and more I cycled, the harder and harder it was to get out of chairs. It was restricting everything that I could do. The ultimate result was hip replacements. King's Daughters, they were fantastic. The same day I got home from the hospital, I hopped right on my bike. Knowing that you can get back on your bike and go out and accomplish something that you didn't think you'd be able to, it's just amazing.
Inspired orthopedics care at UK King's Daughters.
We are back as we go to the bottom of the 4th as we are discussing the fine details of scoring here in the press box and what constitutes an error or a base hit. I think coaches tend to be a little harder, for former coaches tend to be a little harder on players than maybe the media. I will defer to Randy as here comes Jacobs' first pitch of the 4th inning to Kaylee Littleton. Littleton flew out to center field her first time up. And that pitch on the outer third of the plate, and Jacobs gets ahead early, 0-2. Sun just about gone. See a little bit of orange. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the second strikeout of the game for Jacobs. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 2, sophomore Audrey Clay. She popped out to Goad at second base her first time up. Here's the pitch, low and inside for ball 1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Grazes the black on the outside corner to even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Jacobs ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fouled straight back. Right at WIVY broadcaster Randy Stacy. He would have eaten that ball had it not been for the chain link fence. Here comes the 1-2, and that will be low to bring it to 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Jacobs. Fought off nicely by Audrey Clay. Jacobs got really in her kitchen on that one. And Clay able to fight that inside high one off to keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball is lifted to right fielder. Culp drops it. Culp caught that ball after Goad had passed her up, I'm sure, which, I mean, that is normally that would be the right fielder's ball, but we've seen Goad make those catches. But that error will put Clay on, the first runner of the 4th. Hughes will now bat. She had a base hit her first time up in the 5-6 hole. And shows bunt, fouls it off. This week, MyTown TV has 3 more games. All of them are tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Ashland and Greenup will get together in Greenup for baseball. That first pitch is supposed to be at 6 p.m. Also at 6 tomorrow, Russell softball will be at Greenup County softball. That will be also at 6. Actually, there's only 2 games because the 3rd game we had on our schedule is actually happening right now, and you are watching it. Boyd County at Round. So only 2 games tomorrow. Next week on Monday, baseball, Cabell Midland will visit Spring Valley. That game is at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, Huntington High will go to Midland in a MyTown matchup. Actually, the Midland Spring Valley is also a MyTown matchup. Here's a pitch from Jacobs. That is fouled off. And then on Thursday, April 2nd, actually, that is the week of March 30th. Yeah, that's next week. Boyd County will travel to Greenup County for softball. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Hit it high to center field. Stevens eyes it and gathers it in. Clay will retreat back to first base. And that is the second out of the ball game, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Kelby Ford. Ford flew out to center her first time up and grounded out to the third baseman in the second. The lefty steps in against Jacobs. Here's the pitch. Hit to shortstop. Goad fields it. Goes to the other Goad at second. And that'll do it for the Round County 4th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We head to the 5th. Still 3-3. You're watching MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Grace Stevens will be the first hitter for the second time tonight in an inning. She led off the third with a base hit in the 5-6 hole, her second time up. She has also popped out to the second baseman. So Stevens will step in. 3-3 ball game. We are in the top of the fifth. And what looked like was going to be a big offensive day has really slowed down as that changeup misses way short. We did not have money on that, thank goodness. Of course, everybody's got 3 more at bats. Here comes the 1-0 from Perkins. Misses outside, and Perkins falls behind 2-0. Perkins looked over at the Rowan County dugout wondering what she needs to do to get that call. It may have missed, but it did not miss by much. Here comes the 2-0. That ball misses inside. It is now 3-0. As I mentioned in the pregame, Boyd County does not strike out a whole lot, only 8 on the season thus far. Of course, the 3 tonight pushes that to 11 as that pitch gets in there for a strike. Perkins gets the number from the pitching coach and pours plateward. And that'll be ball 4. Oh, a strike. He did call it a strike. That was not too much different from the first pitch of the at-bat. So I can understand the confusion from Stevens. But now it's a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit off the handle. It will be missed by the second baseman, Likens. She had it in her glove and could not hold on. And me and Randy Stacy agree on that one. That'll be an error out there. And that'll put Stevens at first base for Taylor Culp. Culp has walked and struck out. Stevens with a lot of speed out there at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Culp, a long, lanky senior. Long legs, long arms. Has a lot of plate coverage. Here's the 0-1. That changeup is there. And a throw to first base will go into right field, but good backup there by Clay. I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't see Stevens off the bag until the throw was made. She was probably a good third of the way to second base. The count's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. As a 4th strikeout for Perkins.
That'll bring up number 14, Emily Bush. I think she's 13, so 3, I think. And I'm showing 3.
Here's the pitch. There's a bunt in front of the plate, fielded by Eastham. Eastham goes to first. Second baseman Likens fields that. And that'll be 2 outs for the ever-dangerous Layson Black. So that'll be a sack bunt for Bush.
Number 43, Layson Black, up at the plate.
2 outs in the inning, and Layson will step in against Perkins. Here's the pitch. That ball is low. Again, Stevens down there getting a big, big lead. Randy, that may have been my mistake. I may have said 3 instead of 13. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Stays up. Two and 0. In what has turned out to be a tight ball game. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Runner on second. Here's a 2-0 to Black. Fouled off of her fists. Makes it a 2-1 count. Layson Black hit into a fielder's choice to third and flew out to left. Here's the 2-1. Hit third base again, fielded by Ford. She'll go across the diamond to first, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th, still tied, 3-3. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
Mom, what's for dinner?
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, and we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Brooklyn Jacobs comes out for her 5th inning of work. She will be greeted by the 2, 3, 4 hitters and Shelby Likens, Lauren Eastham, and Cassie Perkins. That pitch misses for ball 1. Likens has walked and struck out. That pitch stays up for ball 2. Jacobs a fairly quick worker. Here's the 2-0. Ball misses inside for 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And she gets the corner for strike 1. Here's a 3-1 hit down the line. It will. Oh, the umpire said it was foul in the box. And so now the count will be full. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Inside for ball 4. And for the first time tonight, Rowan County has their leadoff hitter on. For Moorhead State commit, Lauren Eastham, who's already hit 1 home run today. Hit a home run in the first, and in the third, cue-balled a shot to the second baseman. So Likens at first. Here's the first pitch to Eastham. It's going to be outside for ball one. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Brooklyn Jacobs calls for it, and she gathers it in for out number one. First out of the ball game. Easton looked like she hit that one too, right towards the end of the bat. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Cassie Perkins, who singled in the first and flew out to right in the third. Here's the pitch off to right field towards the old vocational center. And she'll fall behind 0-1. That walk at the top of the inning was the second walk of the game for Likens and for Brooklyn Jacobs. That's the only person she has walked, and she's walked her 2 out of the 3 times she's been up. Here comes the 1-1. Hit towards second baseman. Goad, nice fielder there, gets the ball out, but cannot turn two, can the Goad sisters. Nice diving play there by Jaden Goad to dial up the second out of the ball game. And that'll bring up Riley Howard. Howard reached on a fielder's choice her first time up and then hit a single to center her second time up. And that pitch, a generous call on the lower inside part of the plate. Looked a little low from here, but again, I can't really tell altitude. You can just see what's on the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Change up, floats up and out of the zone to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Howard again hitting .556 before this game. So Jacobs needs to be careful here. Here's a pitch, and that one misses. Just a tad low. That call would have made umpire Chris Weiscarver proud. Here's the pitch. That ball's in there for a strike. Even it up at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit to second baseman, pass Goad. And the runner from Thirst will go to third. The play at third will not be in time. So Perkins moves from first to third on the base hit by Howard. And that'll bring up the junior, number 13, Shaylin Sturgis. She is 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out to the second baseman. But now runners on the corners with 2 outs. I don't believe either team, even though it's still only 3-3, neither team has had a clean inning this entire game. Been a lot of movement on the base paths, but really after that first inning, nothing has really been going for at least either team. Neither team's been able to dent the plate again, as that ball is driven out of play towards the right side. Jacobs will leave the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, and this type of game is kind of one you would probably expect from the winners of the last 3 regional championships. Here's the 1-1. Driven to center field, but Stevens gathers it in on the warning track, and that'll do it for the Lady Vikings. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on. And we head to the 6th. Still 3-3. You're watching My Town TV.
When you need insurance, it's nice to know you have a Farm Bureau agent right in your community. Someone who understands your family's needs and lives right down the road. For insurance in Rowan County, call your local agent, Bailey Trent. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the care you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now, the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 6th. Still a tie ball game. Reagan Robbins will start an inning her 2nd time today. She flew out to left in the 1st and struck out in the 4th. Here's a pitch fouled off the very end of the bat. Reagan, a junior, missed a lot of time her freshman year with a back injury. It's good to see her able to get back out, getting beyond that. Here's the 0-1. And that gets the plate. And Perkins is quickly ahead, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off the hands. Robbins able to battle it off and live to see another pitch. Perkins, is, especially later on this game, has done a really good job going in and out, trying to get these Lady Lions hitters kind of leaning over a bit and then coming back in and busting with that inside fastball. Here's a pitch now driven out off of the Rowan County dugout roof, and it'll remain 0-2. Perkins getting the sign from the Rowan County dugout. Perkins a little bit more deliberate than her counterpart Jacobs. Is that change up? Just misses. And I want to be honest, I'm not sure where, and judging by the body language of the umpire, I think he thinks he missed that. He dropped his head. But nonetheless, it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch up high. That'll even it up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout for Perkins. But that'll turn the lineup over for the Boyd County Lady Lions as Savannah Henderson will step in.
Back to the top, number 4,
She has reached on an error, walked, and popped out to the second baseman. Perkins looks into the dugout for the sign, then to her sleeve with the pitches on it. Here it comes, and misses outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A little further outside for ball two. Two balls, no strikes on the leadoff hitter, Savannah Henderson. Ball's high, 3-0. Again, you're kind of flirting with disaster when you start putting people on the top part of this Boyd County lineup. There's a lot of smashing that can happen in those first 5 or 6 hitters. Here's a 3-0, shows bunt, and is in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out. Perkins toes the rubber, rocks and fires. Right up the middle is a base hit. Fielded by Howard, and she'll get it in quickly. But first base hit of the ball game for Henderson. And that'll bring up the speedy slapper, Jaden Goad. She singled into center field, singled in the 5-6 hole, and has singled past the second baseman. So she is 3 for 3 on the night and has scored 1 run. She scored on the home run by her sister. Of course, the Rowan County defense, respecting her slapping ability and bunting ability, as Ford again is even with Perkins at the rubber, just about 5 feet off the line. And that pitch grazes the outside corner for strike 1. Good pitch against the slapper. First baseman Sturgis is not nearly as far up as Ford, but she's probably 7-8 feet and now stepping up even more in front of the bag. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. And Goad falls behind 0-2. If you're Rowan County, you're hoping for something up the middle that you might be able to turn to double play, although it will be very difficult with the speed of Goad and with Goad coming out of the left-hand batter's box. Here's the 0-2. Hit in the 5-6 hole, fielded, but throw on to second, not quite in time. Littleton tried to get Henderson on a force at second base. He's just a little behind. And so now Jaden Goad is now 4 for 4. And that'll bring up JC Goad. JC, the commit to Marshall University, had multiple offers but decided to stay close to home. But a dangerous spot here for Perkins. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. That ball gets the top of the zone for strike 1. Starting to get a lot of chirping from the stands on both sides. In a game like this, you're never going to make a call that is popular on both sides. Counts now 1-1. Again, 2 runners on. This is a fairly pivotal point in the ball game with the meat of Boyd County's lineup up. 2 runners on and only 1 out. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, runners take off, throw down to third, goes into left field, but the runners cannot advance. Henderson had slid head first, and by the time she was able to get onto her feet, Coach Caesar was telling her to move, but she couldn't get to her feet fast enough. But that will put 2 runners now in scoring position. And Brown County will go ahead and intentionally walk Goad. Probably a good decision there. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Brooklyn Jacobs, with bases loaded and only 1 out. Jacobs does have a hit in the first to the left field. She struck out in the second and popped out to the catcher foul in the fourth. So a little bit of gamesmanship going on here, a little bit of strategies. Assistant coach Kelly Ford comes out and talks to his infield, just making sure everybody knows where they need to go on wherever the ball is hit on the infield or the outfield. And Coach Caesar is giving his runners, making sure that they are smart on the base paths. Henderson at third. Jaden Goad at second. JC Goad with the intentional base on balls at first. 1 out, pardon me. And the cleanup hitter for the Lady Lions at the plate. Again, Jacobs 1 for 3 today, but has a chance to do some real damage here. Swing and a miss on that high fastball. That actually may have been a rise ball. Jacobs behind 0-1. That pitch floats out of the zone to even it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch as Perkins toes the rubber, rocks and fires. That ball is lifted. Center fielder coming in hard, makes the catch. Here's a tag throw at the plate, and she is out for a double play. Great throw by Riley Howard to cut down Savannah Henderson trying to tag and score. But that will do it for the Lady Lions as they have no runs on 2 hits. 3 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th in this good one. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place a to-go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Folks, we got an exciting one here. Hope call your friends, make sure they're tuning in. 3-3 going into the bottom of the 6th. Boyd County able to load the bases with only 1 out. Fly ball to center field was caught by Riley Howard, and the throw home to cut down the tagging Savannah Henderson. Keeps this one tied at 3. Jacobs will get the bottom of the Round County lineup in the 7, 8, 9 hitters, and Kaylee Littleton, Audrey Clay, and Michaela Hughes. Littleton flew to center field her first time up and struck out in the 3rd. Check that, in the 4th. Jacobs brings the 1-1 pitch. Hit is caught in the air. Nice diving play out there by J.C. Goad. That ball looked ticketed into left field, but Goad able to run it down.
Up at the plate now, the right fielder, number 2, Audrey Clay.
That'll bring up Audrey Clay, the right fielder. She has yet to get a hit this season. She popped out to the second baseman in second.
2 for 16 right field.
We do have a defensive change. Mackenzie Coons is coming in to play right field for Taylor Culp. And that ball gets by. Actually, it doesn't get by. Hit the catcher's glove and then hit the umpire. 1 out in the inning. Clay steps in. As I said, she popped out to the second baseman in the second and reached on an error in the 4th. Clay ahead 2-0. Here comes Jacobs, 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Two balls and a strike. Here comes a 2-1, slapped foul and out of play. That'll even it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside. And Clay runs the count full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Slapped foul again, out of play. Here's strike 3 on the swing. Looked like a changeup that she left up, but Clay liked it enough to take a hack at it. That is the 3rd strikeout for Jacobs, and that'll bring up Michaela Hughes. She singled in the 1st and popped out to deep center field in the 4th. Do have a My Town update in baseball. George Washington leads Midland 1-0 in the top of the 4th. And that pitch misses outside for ball 1. So 2 down. If you're curious, at the top of the 7th, Boyd County will bring up their 5, 6, 7 hitters. And Stevens, that pitch misses low. It was Taylor Culp. Mackenzie Coons is now playing right field. I'm not sure if she will bat or not, or if Coach Caesar will re-enter Culp. And Emily Bush. Here's the 2-0. Right over the middle. 2 balls and a strike. It's one thing I know Larry Sloan used to do late in the game. He always liked to hold until you got a strike on you. That pitch is driven to the right center field. It's going way deep into the gap, off the warning track and off the fence. And Hughes comes into second base with a 2-out double. That is her second hit of the ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Lady Vikings, number 18.
And that'll turn the lineup over for the leadoff hitter, Kelby Ford. Kelby is 0 for 3 on the day. She did reach on a fielder's choice. And now Coach Caesar will take a walk out to the circle. Boyd County had their chance in the top of the 6th to dent the plate and could not. And now Rowan County with 2 outs has a runner in scoring position. So Ford will step in with a chance here to put the Lady Vikings up for the first time tonight. The lefty steps in. Jacobs gets her sign from the dugout. Toes the rubber, and here she comes. Ball is high and inside for ball 1. And I'm going to guess that you won't see Ford swing until she gets a strike on her. I could be wrong. It's happened once before. Just ask my wife. Ball 2. She corrected me the other night because I called the factory out here Guardian. She texted me in the middle of the game, said, no, it's SRG Global. So thanks, hon. Here's the 2-1. Yeah, it's from the 1900s. Absolutely right. Ford gets way ahead, 2-0. And again, the bat has not come off Ford's shoulder. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. And by catches, I mean just grazed that black. Ford still ahead, 3-1. Lifted to left field, and the left fielder Robbins will haul that one in. And we go to the 7th. Still tied, 3-3. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Fresh Start Health is now accepting new patients in Moorhead. Walk-ins are welcome for primary care, counseling, hepatitis and STI treatment, psychiatry, and addiction medicine. Book online at freshstarthealth.com or call 606-225-8200. Fresh Start Health, next to Fazoli's, Moorhead.
Did you know that teens can have their own debit cards at the Citizens Bank? Teach them independence while you stay in control. Ask about teen debit cards today. The Citizens Bank, committed to our community since 1928.
Welcome back. We head to the 7th inning here in Moorhead at top of Viking Hill on the campus of Rowan County Senior High School. After some early game, neither team has been able to dent the plate since. Both teams have had their chances, as I don't believe there's been a single 1-2-3 inning, but neither is still able to dent the plate. Grace Stevens steps in. She is 1 for 3. And the first pitch to Stevens is in the dirt for ball 1. Do have a Rowan County baseball update. They are currently up on Powell County by a score of 6-0. Powell County is batting. I'm not sure what inning they're in. Here's a 1-0 pitch right on the outside corner to even it up at a ball and a strike. And Grace Stevens 1 for 3, popped out to the second baseman, hit a single in the 4th, and reached on an error by the second baseman in the 5th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. This is the 3rd time Grace has begun an inning. Perkins gets her sign, toes the rubber. Here comes the 1-2. Ripped foul, out of play, out of line, and Grace had that one timed up just a little in front of it. I guess it would better be say it was barreled up. Timing was just a bit early. Again, I have seen Grace hit balls out of the ballpark. She does have that kind of power. Here comes the 1-2. Hit to the shortstop and through for a base hit. And Boyd County will get a leadoff runner on. That is Stevens' second hit of the game, and it looks like they will indeed. Culp will re-enter, or now she's headed back. Culp was taken out in the defensive bottom of the 6th for Mackenzie Coons. So Mackenzie Coons will bat for Taylor Culp.
This will be number 2, Mackenzie Coons to the plate for the Lady Royals.
So we'll see what Coach Caesar has planned on his offensive side. Speed at first base and actually speed in the box as well. Here's the first pitch. Runner goes, throw to second, and not in time. Good throw by Eastham, but a better jump by Stevens, and now a runner in scoring position for the freshman Mackenzie Coons. Mackenzie's older sister played for these same Lions. She graduated last year. Great catcher. And then they also moved her. She also played a lot of center field. And we may have a defensive shift here. Actually, I think it's just Rowan County just double checking to make sure Stevens did not leave early. So Coons will step in, a runner on second base. That is the go-ahead run out there in the form of Grace Stevens. Third base playing up high. Here's a bunt, foul. As Ford is playing almost as far up as she plays with the slapper, Jaden Goad. Maybe a foot or two or a step or two back. Of course, that creates a problem with your shortstop. She's got a lot of ground to cover out there in hopes to try and get that play on the runner going from second to third on a hard bunt or a hard hit ball. Here's another bunt, fouled, and there's nobody at second base as Stevens was pretty far off second base. Really not a whole lot you can do there defensively because you don't really want to bring your center fielder too far in because that's when you get one popped over your head. 1 ball, 2 strikes Ford backs up to her normal position, and Hughes moves over towards her normal shortstop, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 out of the inning, and that'll bring up the number 7 hitter, first baseman, sophomore Emily Bush. She is 0 for 2 today. She hit into a fielder's choice. She popped out to the shortstop, and she does have a sacrifice bunt. Brown County's defense still playing up. Here's a swing and a miss and hit into center field for a base hit. Grace Stevens had to hold up. There is a play at third, but not going to be in time. And so now runners on the corners for the Lady Lions. That landed just on the lip of the dirt and grass. But now with runners on the corners and 1 out, again, Boyd County threatening here in the late innings. We do have a courtesy runner. Actually, that would be a pinch runner out there. Number 7. Peyton Clark, an 8th grader. So now Rowan County will bring all of their infield in because they're going to put Layson Black on to load the bases with 1 out. And that'll bring up, that is the second intentional walk of the game. It worked last inning by walking J.C. Goad and then coaxing Brooke Jacobs to hit into a 7-2 fly ball double play. So Reagan Robbins will step in. She's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Again, Rowan County's infield is in to try and get the play at the plate. And Coach Caesar wants to have a quick conversation with his runners. I'm sure this is about anything into the air, you've got to tag. Just reminding his girls. Line drive, you freeze. And anything on the ground, you got to bust your butt to get to the next bag. If Robbins, the batter after Robbins is Savannah Henderson. So Rowan County really hoping for a double play here. Boyd County hoping to get the top of their lineup a chance, or to break it open here with a base hit by Robbins. So Robbins steps in, again 0 for 3. And here we go. Rowan County's offense or defense is playing in. Here we go. First pitch. Driven to left field. That ball is way back. And it is a grand slam home run by the number 9 hitter, Reagan Robbins. I don't believe it. Reagan Robbins absolutely readjusted the stitches on that ball. And that puts Boyd County up by a score now of 7-3. And now the top of their lineup is coming up, looking to do a little more damage. So Henderson will step in. She is 1 for 3, reached on an error and walked. And here's the first pitch to Henderson. She will foul that towards the dugout, and it'll land on top and out of play. That is the first extra base hit this year for Robbins. and only the second hit for her this year. She was 1 for 8 before that big grand slam. Here's a pitch to Henderson in the dirt. That'll even it up at 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. That ball's at Henderson's feet. She dances out of the way to move ahead 2 balls and a strike. As the umpire gets another softball. Perkins gets fresh ammunition, steps back into the circle. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is lifted to left field. Here comes Littleton, and it will drop in sort of Bermuda's Triangle between Littleton, Howard, and Hughes. And that'll be the first hit of the game, or second hit of the game for Henderson. And that'll bring up Jaden Goad. Jaden is 4 for 4 with 4 singles. One to center, one in the 5-6 hole, one past second, and another in the 5-6 hole. She tries to bunt that one. Is Lance Caesar trying to play add-on here? Perkins out there trying to get through this inning, give her Lady Vikings a chance to do the same. Again, no team has had a clean inning. That pitch misses high. Perkins' job right now just to make sure nobody else crosses the plate. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Perkins. Corners are in for Rowan County. Swing and a miss. As Goad falls behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henderson at first, decent speed over there. Rowan County middle is set up for a double play as that ball is fouled off to the backstop. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Corners will drop back just a bit. Again, Goad difficult to double up, especially as a left-hander. Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3, throw down, and not in time. So a strikeout for Goad. Second out of the inning, and that'll bring up J.C. Goad. J.C. is 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and she was intentionally walked. Here's the pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. Again, Rowan County has been able to hit Jacob's son. So we'll see what the bottom of the 7th holds. Here's the 0-1 inside. That'll even it up at a ball and a strike. Pitch floats up and out of the zone. And Goad gets ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Again, I can't really belay this enough or hammer this enough. Goad is a strong hitter. That ball's hit in the 5-6 hole. Here comes another run. Ball is bobbled out there in left field. That will allow Henderson to score. And it is now 8-3, Boyd County. Give Goad another RBI. And that'll bring up Brooklyn Jacobs.
That's plate number 33, Brooklyn Jacobs.
Jacobs is 1 for 4 on the day. She singled in the first. Struck out, popped out to the, as that ball is lifted high into the air. Center fielder Howard comes in and makes the final out. But Boyd County able to get 5 across on the 4 of them on the big grand slam by Reagan Robbins. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back. This is My Town TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
Welcome back. We head to the all-important bottom of the 7th. Brown County needs 5 to keep this game going. And the big play so far this game, it has been the grand slam hit by Reagan Robbins with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. So Shelby Likens will come up. Brooklyn Jacobs will face the 2-3-4 hitters as that pitch misses the inside corner. If you're Rowan County, you cannot press. You can't get all the runs back in one swing. You got to make Jacobs work. There's a swing and a miss there. As I mentioned a couple times, there has not been a clean inning by anybody thus far, so Rowan County has to believe they're going to at least get a chance to get some movement on the bases, as that ball is fouled off to the left and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Likens. Likens is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, sandwiched inside a couple walks. Here's the 1-2, high. Evens it up at 2-2. Swing and miss for strike 3. There's the 4th strikeout for Brooklyn Jacobs, and that'll bring up Lauren Easton. Lauren is 1 for 3 with a home run in the first and has hit 2 right off the end of the bat. 1 to the second baseman and 1 to the pitcher. That hit is hit past the second baseman, Goad, into right field. Bobbled momentarily out there in right field by Coons. But Eastham on with her second hit of the ball game. And that's kind of what I was talking about. Not a single clean inning in this game. And now a chance for Cassie Perkins to help her own cause. That ball is hit right up the middle. That'll go into center field. So now 2 runners on for the Lady Vikings. And that'll bring up Riley Howard, who is 2 for 3. She's been on with the singles her last 2 at-bats. And if you're in that visitor's dugout, this is where you start to tense up just a little bit. You're comfortable, but not too comfortable. Base hit here, or extra bases, and game again gets really interesting. Howard steps in ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Right down Broadway. And that evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on for the Lady Vikings. Here's the 1-1 outside. And Jacobs falls behind 2-1. I can't see into the bullpen. I don't believe Boyd County has anybody going. Again, Layson Black for Boyd County was just released to start pitching on Friday. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded by Goad. She goes to first by herself. That's a double play, and that will end the ball game. The Boyd County Lady Lions on the strength of a grand slam in the bottom of the 6th. And then adding an extra run, will win this one by a score of 8-3. We'll be back. This is MyTown TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine. My bad. We got you. Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him. You can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return. Refresh. Fuel. Clarks.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Welcome back. We just finished a great ball game. The Boyd County Lady Lions ended up defeating defeating the Rowan County Lady Vikings by a score of 8-3. Boyd County started off scoring 3 in the first. 2 of those came off the bat of J.C. Goad. And Boyd County was able to bat through the lineup in the first, but was only able to dent the plate 3 times. In the bottom of the first, Rowan County got 3 of their own with a 2-run home run by Lauren Eastham and was able to push another one across. Shaylin Sturgis with an RBI single, and it pretty much stayed that way all the way until the bottom of the 6th. A lot of traffic on the base paths, but just nobody able to dent the plate. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Grace Stevens led off with a single. Kinsey Coons struck out. Emily Bush, and during that strikeout, Grace Stevens ended up at second base. Actually, yeah, Emily Bush had a single to center. Rowan County intentionally walked Layson Black, and that brought up Reagan Robbins. And if it was up to me, she would be our player of the game. And she got only her second hit of the season, but it was a big one. A grand slam over the left field fence to put Rowan up for good by a score of 7-8. Rowan was able to push another run across, Boyd was able to push another run across, a single by Henderson, and then an RBI single by J.C. Goad for Boyd County's 8th run. And then in the bottom of the 7th, actually that all happened in the top of the 7th. I said bottom of the 6th. It was the top of the 7th. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Rowan was able to get 2 runners on, but Riley Howard ended up hitting into a 6-3 game-ending double play, and that was it. Boyd County had 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. And then Rowan County had 3 runs on 8 hits and committed 3 errors. Good one tonight. I would not have expected anything less, again, from the 2 teams that are responsible for the last 3 regional championships. I assume both these teams are going to make big runs in the regional tournament before all is said and done. But I think that's going to do it for us. For Jeremy Sutherland on camera, Grant Sutherland on production, I'm Nathan River saying good night, everybody, and enjoy tomorrow, Major League Baseball's opening day.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Mom, what's for dinner?
I'm Jamie Reese, your Boyd County Sheriff, and on May the 19th, I respectfully ask for your vote because protecting your families is not political, it's personal.
I'm David Salisbury, your current District 1 County Commissioner, and I ask for your support in the May 19th primary. Our physical court is driven economic growth through tourism, bringing new opportunities and investment to our community. From the new racetrack to our new 100,000 square foot sports complex, not to mention hosting 2 of the top 5 concerts in Kentucky, Rock the Country and Healing Appalachia. I am your 24/7 commissioner working for you every day. Humbly, I ask for your vote on the May 19th primary. Proven results, steady leadership, and continued success.
At UK St. Clair Medical Center, your health comes first. From advanced treatments to compassionate personal attention, we're here for every step of your journey. Trusted doctors, modern technology, and a tradition of excellence. The care you need, the care you deserve. Serving Eastern Kentucky since 1963. UK St. Clair Medical Center.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Long